This week, we're talking about the cooperative games of 1981. Here are a few notable things that were happening in the gaming world of 1981. In arcades, we saw Donkey Kong, Galaga, Frogger. And on home computers, we got the RPG classics Ultima and Wizardry. It was a great year for innovation in gaming. 1981 was a big year for hardware releases as well. Sinclair Research released the ZX81 in the UK, the TI-99, and the IBM home computers were also released. NEC would release the PC-88 as well as the 6000 series of home computers in Japan. The Astrovision was also released. And home consoles like the Intellivision and the Atari 2600 were still going strong. But when it came to co-op releases, there were not as many notable entries. aMAZEing on the TI-99 is a versatile maze game that introduces a unique twist, guiding a mouse through intricate mazes. The game offers various modes like Cheese Hunt and Escape Maze, along with options such as mouse holes, shortcuts, and obstacles that add complexity. Players can decide on the presence and behavior of cat enemies, choosing between competitive or cooperative two-player modes. While the graphics are simple and the sound is basic, the array of options makes aMAZEing feel like several games in one. The game allows customization of maze complexity, visibility, mouse speed, and cat intelligence, offering a comprehensive experience that caters to diverse preferences. The Quest for Rings, released in 1981 on the Magnavox Odyssey 2, is a pioneering hybrid board game and video game, notable for its cooperative fantasy action adventure / stealth gameplay. Positioned as one of the earliest fantasy games on home consoles, it introduced the concept of stealth gameplay before the genre's establishment. Players assume roles of heroes aiming to retrieve 10 rings while navigating maze-like screens filled with enemies. The game's mechanics prioritize avoidance and strategic movement over combat, making it a precursor to stealth gaming. 4 distinct heroes with unique abilities are available, including a warrior who can push enemies, a wizard with ranged attacks, a changeling who can turn invisible, and a phantom who can pass through walls. Despite its limitations and occasional frustrations, Quest for the Rings offers a distinctive blend of board and video game elements, making it an intriguing artifact of early gaming history. Also on the Odyssey 2, we saw Monkeyshines, an obscure game that offers quirky gameplay and co-op shenanigans. Players control stick figures named Alberto and Niels Bohr, kicking monkeys across various levels. The objective appears simple, yet lacks clear context. The cover art is intriguing, but unrelated to the game. Sound involves typical blips and beeps, reminiscent of Atari games. Graphics are decent given the console's limitations, with well-animated monkeys. Controls are frustrating due to the joystick's stiffness and single-button functionality. Multiplayer mode adds value, enabling co-op play and interaction between players. Gameplay is oddly fun despite its nonsensical nature, with players kicking monkeys for points and avoiding their retaliation. Despite its flaws, Monkeyshines stands out among the Odyssey 2's library, with its memorable and entertaining gameplay. Eliminator came out in the arcade, and its gameplay resembles Asteroids, where you navigate a spaceship within screen boundaries, exploiting ricochet shots and managing limited on-screen projectiles. Your mission involves obliterating a C-shaped asteroid via a small opening, while contending with spawning, growing enemy ships that unleash deadly energy beams. The gameplay gains complexity from AI or real players, whose shots propel you and require skillful positioning to knock them into the asteroid. The graphics exhibit basic neon vectors, complemented by straightforward sound effects. However, despite offering variety, Eliminator lacks progression, resulting in eventual repetitive gameplay. It's best suited for short, enjoyable sessions, particularly with friends, and its 4-player option, rare among vector games, adds an element of cooperation or competition. Yet the game is somewhat overshadowed by more captivating alternatives. So that's all we have for the co-op games from 1981. Are there any games that we missed? We know there wasn't a lot to talk about for this year, but if you enjoyed this video, tune in next week where we will talk about the co-op games from 1982. Thank you for watching.